Here, I'm going to describe what it feels like to be attacked by negative influences, freaking demons, witches, warlocks, whatever you want to label them as. They're evil. But every heart attack spell, or every 10 minutes, or 5 minutes, not even every 60 seconds sometimes, it feels like somebody's throwing a 50-pound rock at your chest. It feels like somebody's sucking every nutrient out of your body. It feels like you can't breathe because they're stealing your energy, and I pull it back right now. It feels like they're throwing darts in your head, or they got a freaking drill, and they're fucking drilling holes in your head. It feels like they're trying to make you go blind, and it makes your skin crawl, and they fucking project all kinds of shit in your house, like bugs and stuff. They will, and on your skin and stuff. So I return it back to the senders 70-fold. They'll go like this, and then also I'll have a runny nose, and it feels like there's something in my nose. So I send that back to the senders 70-fold. Yeah, it just feels like there's a fucking dumbbell being dumped on your chest. And it feels like you're being squeezed by a snake. Your innards. It feels like they're pulling on your back muscles and just pulling on them. This is the kind of shit. And they call that ascension symptoms? No, I call that black magic and freaking, because they're running around freaking slamming cupboards, and these people are standing there fucking absolutely still, and I feel shit. And I look out my window, and there's my neighbor Terry and his daughter, or whatever you want to call them, because whatever. My LGBT community, how's that? Are standing with their back towards my window, and I'm feeling all this pressure being pulled and energy being drained out of me. So if they think I don't know who's doing it, they're absolutely wrong, because I know each and every one of them that does it to me. And I'm going to call you out. Terry Below, with his daughter, or whatever you want to call yourself. Mark, my neighbor's gone. The guy upstairs, I can feel stuff coming from him. My son's room, and then the neighbors, and then when I walk down the hall of the whole building, I'll walk outside and I can feel it coming from certain floors, and I know who's doing it. People will sit in their cars and do it and throw it at me. Even try to make me tingle down below, and it's a woman, or the LGBT community. You know what she was born as originally. But anyways, this is, and this goes on every minute of the day. Every single minute of the day. I have to pull back my energy, return to center the heaviness, and then they'll feel like you're with your crown. They're trying to kill your crown. They're trying to crack your crown, your pineal gland, your third eye, whatever you want to call it, but they're trying to block it and crack it. They don't want you to be able to use these gifts that God gives you, right? So that's what it feels like. So if you feel like, and it feels like somebody, all of a sudden you got a dart shot at you and you get this sharp pain, that's voodoo, okay? So if you're feeling these kinds of things, someone close to you is doing it to you. They want you to die so they can collect your inheritance. Okay? This is what they've been doing for centuries. They've been tearing apart families and stealing their wealth. And they don't want to give it back. It's time to give it all back. And they don't want to give it back. These are energy vampires. Cain and Abel. These are the ones that God's let him walk the earth, even though he killed his brother. That's who these people are. Okay? They're wandering. They don't have souls, but they're wandering entities now because they can't leave here. So they just get reborn and just start all over again. But it's supposed to be shipping these people off to their own planet now or something. If you listen to what Queen Momana's talking about, like it's the end of their time here. God gave them enough time. They didn't do what they said they were going to do, improve their lines or whatever. They just wanted to kill, steal, and destroy, right? Have sex and gross. With everything and anything. Anyways, So there's going to be like natural disasters. They're going to die of sicknesses and car accidents, or have to live in poverty like they wanted everybody else to be in poverty, right? But where's your homeless? Are they grinding them up and putting them in your grocery stores? Remember what beef used to smell like? I'm not kidding, man. They found in McDonald's, out of all the McDonald's that they tested, 99% of them had human meat in their food. Okay, Mama Burger, Papa Burger, Teen Burger. Go listen to this guy Finkelstein, some rabbi Finkelstein. He said it right on some night radio. I think it was, I forget his name. In the desert. What's that guy's name? He's from, and he said he was in the desert. He used to be on late night radio. Forget his name. George Norrie was part of it too. Anyways, he interviewed him, and he said that's what they do. The Jewish leaders, they steal your children, rape, kill, and destroy, suck their blood, whatever. They take all the ingredients out that they want, and then they make matzo balls with the blood, and then they grind up the rest and make hot dogs and hamburgers. You eat your children every day, the guy said, okay? So, this is not a lie. This is what these people do, and it's going to come to a stop, and they're pissed.